Well, it looks like Elon Musk is back in the market to buy companies now with an offer to buy OpenAI with a $97.4 billion bid for the company. This actually comes as more of a convoluted type of offer where it might not just be because he wants to buy the company or he's that insane or insanely impressed with AI and wants to do all this, even though I think he probably is. He's basically doing this to kind of force the hand of OpenAI to pay back more money to himself and other investors who invested or put money in when it was a nonprofit. Because that is the big problem right now, is that OpenAI wants to transition to a for-profit company. In order to do that, they'd have to pay back or give a kickback of like fair market value to people who are on the board and like invested money into it when it was a nonprofit. It's a whole type of thing to flip this, and this is what they're basically attempting to do. Kind of summarizing this tweet here, saying OpenAI is attempting to transition to a for-profit public benefit corporation, and to do it needs to take control from the nonprofit board, which needs to be compensated at fair market value. And OpenAI was basically planning to pay less than $40 billion, and then this offer from Elon Musk makes it more complicated. So the original thing here is $40 billion is what the company would be valued at, and then whatever the board or investors would be paid back or given a kickback based on that valuation. OpenAI, I'm pretty sure, had like recent rounds where it went far above 40 billion at it valued at. So I don't even know where they got that number from. But also, if you look at something from like SoftBank, I think they value them at like $300 billion. So I wouldn't put too much stake into SoftBank stuff. They're not very good at valuating companies or putting valuations out there. They usually overvaluate and buy the top and then ride things into bankruptcy. So SoftBank might not be the best one, but this offer from Elon Musk kind of opens up that fair market value to say, well, if someone's offering to buy it for 97 billion, then the fair market value is probably closer to that number than the 40 that you were saying before. And this is that article from the Wall Street Journal. Obviously, you know, his $97 billion bid. This is Elon Musk here had a quote saying it's time for OpenAI to return to open source, safety focused, force for good it once was, and we will make sure that happens. Now, is that something that you can truly believe? Like Elon Musk really is just so passionate about this that he wants it to be open source and a be prosperity for humanity. I couldn't even get that word out. Probably not, right? I don't think he actually really cares. Kind of like with the Twitter stuff, where he's all about free speech, but really he tried to back out of that deal multiple times, and he got forced into buying it, and kind of had to just super play the free speech absolutist thing, even though he's really not that. If you look into the things that he does, so he's probably more like looking at this and saying, "My AI company is nowhere near OpenAI's caliber." I can buy OpenAI, maybe. There's a group of people that they can buy it, put it in, and combine it with XAI, probably scrap the OpenAI name, even though it's drastically better than XAI, and then go from there. To which Sam Altman had another quote here saying, "Our structure ensures that no individual can take control of OpenAI. These tactics to try and weaken us because we are making great progress," which honestly probably isn't too far off. You know, Elon Musk's AI is definitely nothing compared to OpenAI. The only real competitors I would think would be in here is probably Gemini and Google. But even then, OpenAI's models are just probably better. They just work better. They can do more. So OpenAI is still winning. They're still number one in this category. I mean, you got DeepSeek, but that's kind of like copying OpenAI's homework. So these guys are still number one. But these guys have a little bit of a beef going on, Sam Altman and Elon Musk. They're not real big fans of each other. They've been going back and forth, kind of. And since Elon Musk did this $97 billion bid for OpenAI, Sam Altman responded on Twitter, the Elon Musk platform, I guess X now, but saying, "No, thank you, but we will buy Twitter for $9.74 billion if you want." Funny he calls it Twitter here, too. I think everyone still calls it Twitter, and that probably makes Elon Musk insanely upset. But Elon Musk responds saying, "Swindler." So these two don't like each other, right? But also this guy, you know, saying, "Be careful what you wish for." What if he says yes? Which would be kind of funny, right? Because this whole thing with Elon buying Twitter kind of started because he posted on Twitter saying he was going to buy the shares at the meme price, whatever the number was, but 44 billion total, and then kind of got forced into that deal where they said, yeah, we'll do that, and he was all gung-ho about it. Then stocks tanked, Tesla stock tanked, and all of a sudden it wasn't so funny anymore. And then he got forced into doing it and then became the free speech absolutist that he really isn't. And this more details on this offers that this bid is backed by his artificial intelligent company, XAI, and it has a bunch of other people as well. And then they would merge the companies. So XAI and OpenAI would become one company, and he would probably ditch OpenAI's name because he loves ditching better names, right? He ditched Twitter for X. Like, he loves downgrading in the brand department. But also, there's a bunch of investors here, basically VC guys, firms like Valor Equity, Baron Capital. Like, there's a bunch of just kind of VC guys. I mean, there's Palantir co-founder, like, led VC thing. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So it's not just him doing this. It's a bunch of people, a group of people, just like with Twitter, there's a group of people buying that whole thing. But the biggest part from all of this is just comes back to basically the fair market value. So that's like the real reason why I think this offer is even out there, because he thinks that this is being, this is probably a much more fair market value than the 40 billion that they're saying. This says, there's a letter sent to the Attorney General in California, where OpenAI is based, and Delaware, where it's incorporated, asking that they open up bidding for the company to determine fair market value of its charitable assets. Musk and other critics have said they think OpenAI might undervalue the nonprofit when they spin it out. Would you believe OpenAI might undervalue what they'd have to pay out? They wouldn't want to actually give you the fair market value. Oh my God, who would ever see that coming, right? So the 40 billion that they've put out there for OpenAI seems like a drastic low number compared to what the fair market probably is. It's probably closer to 97. I don't know, right? It's all made up numbers, but it's probably more than 40, but less than 97. It's probably somewhere in between there, right? But that's basically the feud between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. These guys, not big fans of each other. They really aren't. They haven't been for a while. Ever since basically this turn towards for-profit came for OpenAI, I just think Elon Musk kind of sees that as his AI is not up to par to kind of compete with that. And OpenAI being nonprofit would have been just kind of maybe better for everyone and open source, where you could kind of go in and take what you want and use it for your own stuff without having to do the work that they would do. But maybe that's all just conspiracy, right? Either way, these two don't like each other, and now they're beefing over buying an AI company. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.